Okay, a little bit more work on my hydrogen car. The fuel tank has 4 nipples on it for a 4 cylinder, and I just use my what you call it, the bar, the the piston bar. But anyway, this would only go down or only up, and I recommend it would go up since it's hydrogen, because hydrogen floats. When it explodes, it will want to explode up, so the piston should be on the top. It should be on the top. The crankshaft should come out of the top of the engine, and then basically what you're going to do is you're going to have a big fuel tank, like 20 gallons or something, but it's going to use pressurized hydrogen, and it's going to have a system where it pressurizes it from the bottom to the top as it goes. I haven't figured that out yet. It'd probably just be a plate, that like a sensor plate, but I don't want to use circuitry or electronics. So a sensor plate will work good by just closing as the hydrogen is coming out, like it senses the hydrogen concentration, and it closes the space and area as it comes out, and then it springs back up when it's done. I don't know how I do that. It might be it might be a hydraulic situation, and it might need an electricity amplifier on it, but I have that on the playlist. But basically, I would use compressed hydrogen instead of liquid hydrogen, and there would be 4 nipples coming out of the fuel tank, each hooked to a different cylinder, and the explosion would be on the bottom. Say the fourth one would set the first one would set the second one would set the third one, and the third one would set the fourth one. Like kind of like a lifter bar situation, if I understand what lifter bars do correctly. But I don't really know how the injection system works, but that's what it's going to be. Like the crankshaft sets it when it spins, and that'll inject it into the second one. When the first one explodes, like the piston will go down, and that'll click something that'll like when the bar, maybe it should be in the crankshaft, or maybe it should be a switch. I'm not really sure, but when it goes up, it should push the piston, which will spin the piston bar, and then there's something in there, like maybe a switch on the inside, or it might be a clip on the piston bar, but it's going to click the pump for the second one, and then that one will explode immediately as the hydrogen is injected in, and it's going to be pressed from the back of the tank, and that's how I'm going to use compressed hydrogen. But because I don't know how to get I got it compressed, but I don't know how I can realistically get negative 400 degrees Fahrenheit on my tank to turn it into liquid hydrogen. So I'm just going to use compressed hydrogen, and that'll work just good with a secondary compressor pushing the hydrogen towards the front. And then that'll explode, and then you got a 4-cylinder right there. Like realistically, you could have like a water cavity in there, like a water cavity that you just fill up with water to push the hydrogen out, hooked to a pump system that just recycles. And that could be something you could do, like a hydrogen meter on there that checks the PSI, and when it gets lower, it adds some water to it, and that's pressurized. And the more water that gets pumped in, the more pressure is on it, and then you just keep that water right there inside that little that's called hydraulics.